Sentarse. Sit down, please. Bueno, de parte de la familia Res y de la familia McLean, os invitamos, os damos las gracias por vuestra presencia. Y como es una boda, digamos, bilingüe, la mitad va a ser en español y la otra mitad en inglés, no necesariamente una traducción, pero cada uno en su propio formato, dependiendo de sus creencias. Y ahora voy a dejar a John que también haga la introducción y después escucharemos el tema.
Thank you, Tony. I'm going to translate for Tony. For those of you who don't know, this is going to be a ceremony in two parts, and it's going to be obviously in Spanish and in English. And it's more than a two-part ceremony. It has been a two-part ceremony. As many of you know, Alexander and Camilla on April 29th started the first leg of this trip in Concord, Connecticut. And I'm going to be redoing part of that ceremony, and it's from the Book of Common Prayer. And Tony will be doing some of that translation, but he'll also be reading 3 poems, some from Pablo Neruda, and some other really lovely readings. So welcome, and right now we're going to have a beautiful song.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Tomeo and me and Miguel are very pleased to be part of this beautiful ceremony this afternoon. And we want to sing a song that we had on one of our CDs, which was dedicated to the Archduke Luis Salvador, who actually lived in this house. And it tells you all about Saforadada, which is this lovely rock down below. Unfortunately, you probably won't understand, but because it's in Mallorquin, but it's a lovely song anyhow. Saforadada.
I'm going to read about 3 paragraphs that Ali and Camilla wrote to begin this ceremony, and then Tony's going to read it in Spanish. So, on behalf of the Erez and McLean families, we welcome you to San Miraglia, excuse my pronunciation, on this beautiful island of Mallorca. Because of where we are and those of us who are here today, Tony and I will be performing this wedding ceremony for Alexander and Camilla. Love, Mark Twain once wrote, is not a product of reasoning or statistics. It just comes. No one knows whence, and no one can explain itself. Nothing explains these two in front of us better than these words, for it is simply love that brings them here today, here on the edge of the Mediterranean, just down the hill from where Camilla's parents' love first started to blossom. Here in Majorca, where Tony grew up, where Camilla's sisters were born, and here today on the 23rd of May, 2009, when we are coming to celebrate the wedding of Camilla Rez and Alexander McLean. These kids in front of us have known each other for a very long time. And Twain is right, and right on the mark when he speaks of love having no explanation, as it is love that has brought these kids together, and it is love that has kept them together, and it is this love which we see today that will keep them together. Their marriage is the next, the most important step in their journey together. For Camilla and Alexander to get to this point where they not only want to spend the rest of their days together, but want to embrace this commitment of love through this ceremony of marriage, they realize that although the questions are complicated, the answer is simple. That at the core of life, as they move forward as one, is love. Alexander's late grandmother, Polly's mother, Elizabeth Haxel, wrote beautifully about love, and more importantly, about marriage. When she wrote to Polly, I feel, and we feel, that her powerful words are an important guide as you both step forward from today as husband and wife. I think the two of you have found that important ingredient, without which marriage is nothing. Marriage is life, a way of life, and for life. And only if you find that whom you joyously want to give the best of yourself completely and without question to, someone whom you can respect and admire, and whose welfare you care for more than your own, should you even consider marriage.